Uneven rib flare is a slightly different approach than bilateral rib flare. And rib flare is just when your lower ribs, these bucket handle ribs, tend to flare out, stuck in the state of inhalation, which is external rotation of these bucket handle ribs. So really, if you're noticing that just your left lower ribs are poking out more than your right, or your right are poking out more than your left, then I'm going to show you two really effective exercises that you can do pretty much daily for the next week or two and notice some pretty substantial results. Now, it is more common for the left side, these left lower ribs, to poke out more than the right. And I'm going to explain this because we are asymmetrical. We are biologically, innately asymmetrical. And I'll explain this really quick, but it's so important that we just understand this so that we can create more of a connection as to the why we are doing this. The right side of our body, if I was to cut myself in half, it's heavier than the left due to many things. The diaphragm's asymmetrical, it's heavier on the right side. We have our liver, and we're just more biased to being right-handed. So we tend to shift our weight more to the right. But now the left side of the diaphragm tends to get stuck in more of that state of inhalation, which is more pushed down like this, causing these lower ribs to externally rotate and flare open. And really, why do we even need to address this? Well, two main reasons I see is aesthetic issues. You just don't want to be walking around with your ribs poked out. Actually, it's technically three. Second one being breathing. We're not able to exhale effectively, so we probably have a poor breathing strategy and we're not optimizing our diaphragm. And number three, this can actually limit our rotation, because if we're too extended, it's a lot more challenging to rotate than if we are in more of a neutral alignment and actually allowing ourselves to swivel. So it's really those three main issues. Now, if we are also rotated to that side, look what happens. You're going to literally see me create a uneven left rib flare. So if I compress and then I rotate over, I'm exaggerating this, but this is going to be stuck into the state of inhalation, and these are just flared open. So how do we correct this? Well, first of all, we need to teach ourselves how to first exhale fully. And that sounds weird, but the reason why is, as I mentioned, our diaphragm is stuck in a state of inhalation. So we're probably just breathing through these lower ribs and the belly and just reinforcing this with every breath. So if we can train ourselves how to exhale fully and then breathe through the entire rib cage, now we're significantly more control of our breathing strategies and decompressing the entire rib cage, not just pushing it all down here. Next, we need to teach the body how to rotate over to that left side. And for many of us, it's going to feel like we're jammed and stuck. And I've dealt with this a significant amount in the past as well. So I'm going to show you an exercise that we can do to help rotate us over to that side and really trigger our left obliques, because the left obliques attach from the lower ribs to the pelvis, and they will help control and bring us down. So if we implement a breathing strategy to breathe more through the back part of our rib cage rather than reinforcing the front while incorporating a rotation, we're going to be setting ourselves up for a lot of success. For the first exercise, all you will need is a rolled up towel. Compact it nice and tight like this, or you can use a block from Block Therapy. And the second exercise, you're just going to need your body weight. So let's get started with our first exercise. I'm going to be using my block for this first exercise. You can, of course, swap it out with the rolled up towel. And all we're going to do is position this on the opposite side of where our rib flare is. So if I have a left rib flare, I'm going to position this at about a 45-degree angle on the right side of my rib cage. The idea here is to decompress this area because we're generally more collapsed here. We're going to open this space up while closing off this space to then train certain muscles to rotate us and bring those left low ribs down, and then breathe in through the rib cage to create more expansion into areas that we probably haven't before. So to get into this, nice and slow, bring yourself onto those lower ribs at about a 45-degree. My left leg is bent to the side, and I'm supporting my right arm in front of me like this. This is also going to create more length in the right side of my rib cage. My other arm is going to be at about a 45-degree angle, pointing more down. And as we're here, we're going to push with that left hand here away from us gently. You can see that this is creating a bit of a rotation, and I'm feeling my side abs, these oblique muscles, are starting to engage. We're closing that space off. And now we're going to exhale completely, nice and slow. We want to be relaxed here. Try not to shrug up your shoulders. Try to stay stable and relatively upright. And then as you get to that end range of the exhalation, you should feel more of those left side abs engaging as you're still pushing away. We're going to hold that even as you inhale. Now notice where the breath is going. So nice and slow inhale. And I'm feeling the right anterior, and eventually you might even feel the left posterior ribcage starting to expand because I'm pushing this away and creating more space between my shoulder blade, my left shoulder blade, and my spine. Now we want to stay in this position for 2 to 3 minutes if you can, and just following your breath, exhaling for about 6 counts, inhaling for also about 6 counts, because we want to create that expansion and just do not lose that left side ab engagement. Once you spent 2 to 3 minutes, nice and slow, exhale up and off, and then we'll get into our next exercise, which just requires our body weight. If you like that approach of fascia decompression while using the rolled up towel and you want to see what it's like with our block, you can get our block with an entire full body program, literally addressing us head to toe with some corrective exercises. I'll have that linked in the description below. For this next exercise, all we will need is our body weight, and we're going to start reinforcing and cementing us to rotate a little bit more to that left side while still using our proper breathing strategy. So to get into this, we're going to be doing a left side plank, but with some modifications. It's all about how you do these exercises, because those left obliques are going to help turn us and bring us over to the left, and that's what we want, and to bring those low ribs down. So elbow is going to be under the shoulder. Let's have your hips at about 60, if you can, 90 degrees of hip bend or hip flexion. So get kind of comfortable here, but make sure that you're not starting from an extended state. We don't want to reinforce this. We want to exhale fully. Bring those ribs down. And now we're going to be pushing through the elbow, pushing through the knees, and we're going to feel our hips are wanting to come up, and think that there's just this force that's pushing us up. We want to close off this space and create some strength to bring our rib cage into more balance. So now that I am here, we are going to gently reach with that right arm, and you're going to notice quite a bit of a change. If that's too much, then you don't have to do that yet. You can use that as a progression in a few days or in a couple weeks. So I'm just going to hang out here. I'm not forcefully pushing myself. I'm just slightly bringing my shoulder blade a little bit further away from my spine to help rotate me over to that side. I'm going to hold this for about 8 to 10 breaths if I can. If you want to time it, try to do about 30 seconds up to a minute. To make this more challenging, you can straighten these legs like this. Make sure that we're not in too much of an anterior pelvic tilt. Make sure that the hips are stacked with the diaphragm, and then we're pushing up, doing the same thing here and reaching. Now this whole time I want you to be focused on your breath. Exhale completely, keep that engaged, and inhale and feel your rib cage is expanding, not just the belly. Nice, slow, gentle breaths. I know that can be challenging. If that's too hard, then you just come right back down to the knees. Now for the routine to follow, we started with that first exercise in position with the block of the rolled up towel. We're going to hold that for about 2 to 3 minutes, and you are in control of that. But I would try doing that about 4 to 5 times per week if you can. If you can do it every single day, that will be even more effective. The second exercise, the side plank with the right arm reach, you're going to hold that for about 8 to 10 full breaths, or if you like timing this with seconds, you can do 30 seconds to a minute. That's dependent, up to you. If you can hold it longer, that is great. And then just use the progressions to make it more challenging, or regress it if it is too challenging. You're going to want to do 2 to 3 sets of those, and try doing that. Again, pair that with what you're doing with the first exercise. If you're doing it 4 times a week, do it 4 times a week. If you want to do it every single day, do it every single day, and you're going to notice some pretty drastic changes. So again, try this out for 2 weeks. Nothing is a quick fix, but if we are consistent with it and we're doing the right approach and the right strategies, you can see changes pretty quickly. So I hope you enjoyed the video.